Hello everyone, this is Sharnir from 24/7 Tech, and in this video we will be talking about the Motorola One Fusion Plus. Weird name aside, I think this phone is really interesting. Motorola has done a very good job in bringing a competitive phone in a sub 20,000 rupees price point. It is 2020, weird things are happening. Motorola is coming out with a competitive phone in this price point. Let's find out if it's worth it or not. But before getting started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our further videos like this one or any other which you want. Let me know in the comments below. So there are some things that I don't like about this phone, and one of them is the build quality. Let me show you how. So the entire phone is made up of plastic, and it's not a good quality plastic. It is a very cheap quality of plastic, and it gets greasy and attracts a lot of fingerprints very easily. So it looks really bad, glossy finish. There is some texture at the back, but that does not save this phone from having a bad look. Also, this phone weighs a lot. It weighs over 210 grams and is also very thick. That's why it feels much bulkier in hand. The Redmi Note 9 Pro is 8.8 mm thick and the Moto is 9.6 mm thick. Both the phones have 5000 mAh battery, so Moto is definitely lacking behind in the build quality. So yeah, look at this. This is how bad it gets within a minute or so. Hybrid SIM slot. Like really, in 2020, a 17,000 rupees phone with a hybrid SIM slot, not even a dedicated slot. Like, you will say that it's a 128 gigs of internal storage, so you don't need a memory card slot. But I would say that 128 gigs fills up very quickly. Having 3 slots is sort of important in this price point. Almost every brand, even Samsung, is giving 3 slots in under 20,000 rupees. Realme, Xiaomi, Poco, Samsung, what other brand is there? I don't think there's any other brand. So yeah, everyone is giving 3 slots because it is sort of necessary in this price point. But Moto is cost cutting and giving you a hybrid slot. The camera, actually the camera app on this phone, I'll show you. Yeah, is bad. Yes, it looks like the stock Snapdragon camera app which every OEM gets by default, but to be frank, I really expected more from Motorola. Motorola has always had a good camera app, not the best camera app, but a good camera app. But this one is just plain bad. Yes, the gesture works, but some features are there, but you will have to find them, and finding them is difficult. So some examples of how bad the camera app is. The RAW mode does not support shutter speed, so there's no point of having RAW camera mode if you do not give me the controls for shutter speed. If you want to switch between HDR and auto HDR, so it's also very clunky. So overall, the camera shooting experience is not good on this phone, but the cameras are good. I took a lot of photos with this phone, and the quality of the photos and the quality of the videos are good, but the experience is really hampered by the app, and app or the user experience is the half the battle. So software updates. In the initial press release of this phone, there was no mention of software updates. XDA reached out to them, then got a statement that this will get bare minimum software updates. That is 1 major Android update and 2 years of major security patch updates. That is bare minimum. But I do not trust Motorola enough that it will get 1 major Android update. Android 11 for this phone might be coming out next year this time. Might be. I'm not sure about that because Motorola has had a bad track record lately with software updates, and I will not bet on Motorola putting out software updates for a phone like this, which is under 20,000 rupees, which is not a priority for them. So this is a 17,000 rupees phone. The competition is Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, which is almost same price, Poco X2, which got a price hike and is a little bit expensive now, Realme 6 Pro, which also got the price hike because of GST and is around 18,000 rupees. So these are the competitors. All of these come with a dedicated fast charger inside the box. So Poco comes with a 27 watt fast charger, Realme comes with a 30 watt fast charger, and Redmi Note 9 Pro Max comes with a 33 watt fast charger, because fast charging is necessary. But this phone has 5000 mAh battery and only supports 18 watts of fast charging, and that's the charger that comes inside the box. It takes over 2.5 hours to fully charge this phone. So yeah guys, this phone is good on paper, but there is a lot of cost cutting that Motorola has done to come to this price point, and I'm not going to suggest this. Yes, there are some advantages to this phone, like stock Android. So it comes with bare minimum, no apps, nothing. So this is what it comes with, stock Android. It has a pop-up camera, so there's no notch or anything. That is pretty good. But the problem here is they have done a lot of cost cutting in the build quality, in the charging, and a couple of other things which I cannot back up. So yeah, this is a very good attempt by Motorola, but I will have to pass on it. I will suggest Realme 6 Pro if you can stretch the budget a little bit. I will also suggest Poco X2, but it is getting price hike again and again. So please wait for that. Hopefully a discount or something comes up. And I will suggest Samsung for all those anti-China things, because guys, this is also China product. Lenovo is China. So yeah, if you are one of those, okay, go. But I will not be able to suggest this phone to anyone in this price point. Still a good effort by Moto. Yeah, so thank you very much guys for watching this one. This was the Moto Fusion Plus, I think so. Yeah, complicated name, but a simple video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about the video, and if there's anything I missed out in this video, I will try to answer that. And thank you for watching. The set is getting a little bit updated, so let me know if you like this, and I hope to see you in my next one. Till then, see ya. Thank you very much guys.